Hi there. Today we're learning English while we walk around a market and order some treats at a cafe in Melbourne. If you're new to learning English and want to see more about life in Australia, maybe you're planning to travel here, are studying here, or will move here for work, this video series will help you understand everyday English while exploring real places around Melbourne and Australia. In this series, I've used the 3,000 most common English words to help you learn quickly through comprehensible input. I make new videos every week, so please subscribe to see them every Sunday. Okay, let's go for a walk. Today, we're visiting the Queen Victoria Market. This market is right in the centre of Melbourne. It's a very popular market. They sell many different things in here, including food, drinks, fruit, vegetables, and souvenirs. The market begins inside this large building in front of us. Let's walk inside together. As we walk into the market, we can see many small stalls. A stall is a small shop inside the market. There are lots of different stalls next to each other. Some stalls sell freshly baked bread. This man is paying for his bread now. A small line is forming behind him. A line is the same as a queue. It means that people are waiting to be served. This stall is full of chocolates, lollies, and biscuits. They sell sweet things. There are lots of small jars neatly organized on the shelves. It looks like they also sell pastries. In the next aisle, there's a butcher. A butcher is a person who sells meat, like beef, chicken, and sausages. This deli has sausages hanging at the front of the shop. Next to the deli, there is a spice store. Spices are used to add flavor to food. I love walking past the spice stall because it smells so good. The spices are in clear containers and you can scoop them out. They also sell small plates shaped like vegetables. There's a plate shaped like broccoli and salt shakers shaped like garlic. This store on the corner sells cheese. There's heaps of different kinds of cheeses stacked on top of one another in the window. Australians often say heaps when we're describing a lot of something. Cheese and olives are a good pair. Next door, there's a store selling olives, sun-dried tomatoes, and roasted peppers. They also have cold meats stacked up high. As we walk through these doors, I can feel the air becoming a little colder. That's because they sell fresh seafood in this area of the market. There are rows of oysters displayed at the front. On the corner, there are huge red lobsters lying on ice. A person who sells seafood is called a fishmonger. These are prawns. They're small and orange and very popular in Australia, especially in the summer. There are a few more butchers around here, but some shops are closed today. The shutters are down, so they're not open. Now, let's find the fruit and vegetables. Looking at the sign, which way should we go? We need to turn left. To get to the fruit and vegetables, we need to cross the road. You can hear a busker playing music. A busker is a person who plays music in public for money. We'll follow this lady in a long black dress across the pedestrian crossing and walk into the outdoor area of the market. This section is outside, but it's covered, so we're protected from the sun. This area sells fresh produce. Fresh produce usually means fruit and vegetables. I'm here on a weekday, so it's less busy than it is on the weekend. But there are still a lot of people here doing their grocery shopping. There are rows and rows of vegetables on display. Here are some small punnets of chilies next to the beetroots. A punnet is a small plastic container for fruit or vegetables. Over here, they sell chilies in bunches. A bunch is several vegetables tied together. They also sell bunches of bok choy. The sign says that these chilies are extra hot. That means they're very spicy. There are two kinds of cherries being sold here. The cherries on the right are light red and orange. The cherries on the left are dark red and shiny. The lighter cherries are cheaper. They're probably better for cooking. The darker cherries are more expensive, but are great for eating fresh. These are sultanas, which are dried grapes. They're selling big bunches of sultanas still on the vine, which is the stem the grapes grow on. Or you can buy sultanas by the bag. Here is a stall selling mushrooms. They're all packed neatly in containers. Next to the mushrooms are garlic shoots. They're vibrant green and very fresh. This market has rows and rows of greengrocers. A greengrocer is someone who sells fruit and vegetables. Here we can see bananas, oranges, and pineapples. The greengrocer in the white t-shirt behind the fruit is serving a customer. He's helping them and taking their order. Down here are boxes of mangoes. The big boxes of mangoes are low to the ground. In Australia, it's pretty common to buy a tray of mangoes in summer. The best mangoes are grown in Queensland, in the north of Australia, where the temperature is warmer. They're very sweet and juicy. These pink fruits are dragon fruit. Here is stone fruit. Stone fruit has a hard stone inside, like peaches and plums. Cherries are in season now. That means they're being harvested at this time of year. That's why there are cherry decorations hanging above us. They're also selling cans of fresh cherry juice. You can hear the greengrocer calling out prices to attract customers.
Try the best Victorian cherry, $8.
Thanks so much.
Sweet, juicy, premium cherry, sir, $8. Try before you buy cherry, $8 now.
The cherry I tried was sweet and juicy. I bought a small bag to take home. The seller says that the cherries are $8. Bucks means dollars, so $8 means that it costs $8. Avocados are also very popular in Australia. This one is cut open so we can see the creamy green inside. This passion fruit has also been cut in half. At the end of the aisle, there is a huge cardboard box filled with watermelons. Next to them are citrus fruits like oranges and lemons. Citrus fruits are juicy and can be sour. These pineapples have been packed perfectly to fit into this box. The green tops fit in between the yellow skin of the fruit. This stall sells all kinds of nuts and seeds. They're all organized in plastic packets with a label on the front. Over here are bags of nuts and some square containers of various spices. Behind these baskets, the watermelons have been cut in half so you can see the pink fruit inside. There are some cantaloupes that have also been cut open, and there are tiny watermelons. When it's cut in half, you can see a beautiful pattern on the inside. Over here is a fridge which is keeping things cool inside it. It looks like they sell bottles of freshly squeezed juice. If you're interested in growing your own produce, they have a small mushroom growing kit that comes in a box. You could also plant your own pineapple tree. There are already some tiny pineapples growing on this one. This stall sells vegetables, but also sells jars of pasta sauce and boxes of fresh pasta in different colors. The shelves at this stand are shaped like honeycomb because this store sells honey. There are lots of tubs, jars, and containers of honey. The honey comes from different Australian trees. The bees who made this honey used the nectar from a stringy bark tree, which is a native tree. This makes it local Australian honey. You're also able to sample the honey. You can use a small stick to try the honey and see how it tastes. It looks like you can buy honeycomb too. They even have a basket of lollipops made from honey. You can get any kind of honey you like here. Next to the honey are trays of eggs. These are free-range eggs. That means that the chickens can walk around freely before they lay their egg. The eggs are all stacked up on top of one another. Most of the eggs are light brown in color because they're fresh. This tray of eggs are all white. That's because they're actually duck eggs. That's why they look different. Around the corner, in this open fridge, you can grab a juice or some fruit that has already been cut for you. I think that's the end of the fruit and veg. Let's see what else they sell here. This next area sells all kinds of things like jewelry, records, and souvenirs. This area of the market is visited by a lot of tourists, so a lot of souvenirs are sold here. Souvenirs are little items or gifts that you buy when you travel, like these little backpacks that have soft koalas and kangaroos on them. This stand sells all kinds of Australian souvenirs. This stand sells items for your kitchen. There are some wooden chopping boards, a lemon zester, and some vegetable peelers. They must have just done a demonstration on how to zest a lemon's rind or lemon skin and how to peel vegetables. Down here, there are pots and pans on sale and also some tongs, spoons, and other utensils. The next stand sells a lot of wide-brimmed hats. A few people are trying some on. A popular stand at the market is the hot jam donut stand. The donuts have jam in the middle of them and then are fried and rolled in sugar. Can you see the person making donuts through the window? They're kneading out the dough. And at the next window, customers are paying for their donuts. I've had a great time wandering around the market. I've got my cherries, and now I think I'd like to head to a cafe for a drink and something to eat. I'll leave the market now and walk across this pedestrian crossing. The cafe I want to go to is not too far away. It should only take me about 5 minutes to walk to the cafe from the market. The streets here are lined with green trees. It's a hot day, so it's nice to walk in the shade of the trees. The cafe is just on the other side of the road. Let's go inside. This is a Korean-style cafe. Korea and Melbourne both have a strong cafe culture. We both like to make great coffees and tasty treats. Recently, more and more Korean-style cafes have opened in Melbourne. I'm going to order now. Carrot cake, please. Yeah, and the shochu, the ice, yeah, thank you. Yeah, happy ending.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, the icing has a cream.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I ordered a carrot cake and a peach iced tea with a shot of coffee in it. She double-checked if the cream in the carrot cake was okay for me to eat. She might have thought I couldn't eat dairy or that I was vegan. I'll mix my drink with the straw. There's lots of ice on top. I wasn't sure how this would taste, but it was amazing. This cafe is nice and spacious. It's open and not crowded. I'll sit here for a while and do some language study of my own. Thanks for wandering around the market with me today. What do we call fruit and vegetables sold at a market? Fresh produce. What is the name of a small plastic container for fruit? A punnet. What do you call a person who sells meat? A butcher. Thanks for joining me today. If you'd like more videos like this, there are more coming. I'm creating extra listening and speaking practice videos to help you learn English quickly. Where would you like to go next? And which everyday English topics would you like to practice more? Please let me know in the comments. If this video has helped you, please subscribe for more simple Australian English practice. See you next time.